Well, hello guys, and welcome to Dave in Real Life and this very special stream. As today we are dedicating this stream to Bray Wyatt, who sadly at the weekend, God, he sounds like I'm saying that he's dead. No, but it got released on Saturday by WWE. So we are today celebrating his career going forward, and looking at what could happen in the future. Is he going to go for AEW? Will he sign for anybody else? We're here to speculate. We're here to look at what made us happy, what made Bray stand out as a performer in WWE. But first, we'll address who's in the chat. We've got Dylan McClaw, shout out to you. We've got Connor, shout out to you, my friend. We've got Austin, who is here, finally. Shout out to you. J14, shout out to you. So yeah, nice to see you all here. I think the news has literally shocked the wrestling world all over. There's nobody not talking about the Bray release. The amount of videos what have been released, over the last 2 days has been pretty amazing, and a lot of it is why. Why is Vince letting him go? Why? Heather Wright, shout out to you. Why now? I mean, the cuts were literally about a month ago, and now all of a sudden out of nowhere, and to give it as a budget cut. Are you for real? A budget cut? It's the biggest bollocks I've ever heard in my life. and that's just being truthful. So Ever says, okay y'all, I'm here with my theory. WWE gave Alexis Bliss gimmick because she is cheaper to pay and it sounds hot for her. Yeah, it's pretty much that's pretty much what's happened ever. In all fairness, it's just took the gimmick off of Bray. But now, we've now got a gimmick which is going to be under WWE Creative, which means it's going to suck ass. It's just not going to be good, guys. The Alexa storyline now is going to suck because there's no brains behind it. There's no Bray holding the strings. It's now WWE Creative, and we all know that they are rubbish. Obviously, big talking points again today is Ric Flair getting released. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. The guy is knocking on. I don't know how much more he could do with WWE being on their payroll. I mean, it is just money what's kind of wasted. He's had his career. So, no, I'm not too bothered about that. Yo, Pixel Plays. Shout out to you, my friend. I miss Bray, Braun, and Brody Lee. I think Braun and Bray could be reunited at AEW at some point in the future. It's just interesting the stories what have come out today about like the cult of Wyndham. I think we really should be getting excited about this. There's rumours of a podcast that he was going to do. Cal Scarborough has tweeted. Code Orange have been tweeting out. Oh, they'd happily do a new theme song for Bray whenever he returns. James Chadwick, shout out to you. We've got Harley. How are you doing, my friend? I'm saying my prayers to AJ and almost tonight. Nah, they'd be fine. I don't think it's just Almost versus Riddle. I think tonight. I don't think it is a tag match. But I could be wrong. Raw is in Chicago tonight with fans. Will let him in chant. Oh, there's going to be Yowie Wowie let him in chants. There's going to be all kinds of chaos tonight. There's going to be a lot of fans very unhappy. If WWE was smart, they'd have Alexa on TV today to get torn. Or she'll get torn off. Tons of backlash. Yeah, keeping her off of TV tonight would be a smart move by WWE. I think changing the gimmick back to normal would be another smart move. They're just not going to do it justice. It's Bray's story, not hers. And yeah, for her now to be like a Fiend character kind of sucks and will just suck the life out of wrestling for a lot of people, I think. Yeah, just the Lily storyline. It's based from Lilith, which is something that was created by Bray with the old Samuel thing. So for her to keep that going, it just wouldn't make sense. Yeah, anyway, I've got my Let Him In t-shirt on. Full support of Bray Wyatt. Ali says, yeah, it is Almost versus Riddle, but Orton might be making a return tonight and attacking. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he attacks. He's the contract killer, isn't he? It's if you lose to Orton in a match that you get canned. So him just attacking him's not going to make any difference. So I wouldn't worry about it that early, to be honest. Just hope he doesn't attack John Cena anytime soon. Yeah, so the Ric Flair. Obviously, there's another story that Adam Cole, his contract expires after SummerSlam or extremely soon. Uh, could he leave? And you know what? I wouldn't blame him if he did. I mean, the unrest now in the locker room at WWE must be immense because nobody knows if they're going to get canned or not now. Now that Bray's gone, anybody can go. So. And I think that the lack of push to the main roster might be a reason why he'd not consider re-signing. I do think his main roster ready. It's unfortunate that Vince sees nothing in him, or he would have been pushed ages ago. So yeah, I think Adam Cole might be on his way out. So your guess is as good as mine where it'd end up. I'd like to think New Japan before going back to going to AEW. AEW can't buy everybody. The rosters be too massive to buy everyone. Right, so we've got other people around the Orton, the Legend, Mover. Personally, I think we should buy in Fiend merch. I don't know about that because buying it would just show that people actually loved Bray and make him more loved. Just literally wear all the merch he can wear. I don't think it's because Ric Flair, Christian, just attacked by Orton. I think everybody's just blowing that out of proportion, to be honest. I'm extremely excited to hear that Chicago fans tonight. In fairness, I don't think they'll hijack the show, but paying fans waiting the show, hijack the show, but they're paying fans wanting to enjoy. I really hope they do. WWE deserves it. Shout out to UC Wrestling. Yeah, would it be amazing if the fans literally drowned out every segment tonight with Bray chants? That would be amazing. Yeah, I think tuning in tonight is going to be massive. Just for the fans, just to see how they react. The Yowie Wowie posters, the Let Him In posters, Vince sucks posters, Vince has lost his fucking mind posters. Yeah, and obviously we might get a full chorus of AE dub tonight. Send Bray over to Impact, let them the budget. You know what? I literally would love Impact to be a big enough company to house somebody like Bray, because they would do wonders for that character, and they would have proven it before with the Rosemary and all of that stuff. So it would work, but unfortunately, be the biggest star on their show. It'd literally just be the biggest star, and they'd have to basically creative would have to build the show just around Bray and his ideas for it to work. Everybody's saying hello to C. Chris Dizuma, shout out to you, my friend. It's Cursed 316's fault. Yes, the curse of Austin 316 is back in full effect. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, those posters will get confiscated without doubt. Not if they push them up the shirts. Oh God, you imagine all the fans having the get fucked Vince posters. Oh God, just all at once. It'd just be a black screen to everybody here. It'd just be a black screen of Raw tonight. John Cena, good. Pre-Raw sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep after the stream, I think. Or I'll just stay up because I'm hardcore. Just a thought though, what if WWE and Bray had this planned in to retire him under a different contract, but don't know. The problem with it is too many outlets have now got hold of the story, and there's loads of people from the locker room are having the say as well. WWE would want to hush that up as quickly as possible, I would have thought, if it were a work. I generally think that there's been conflict with the storylines. I don't think creative have been working well with Bray. I think Bray's been frustrated for sure. Fun fact that I heard today was that he was ready to wrestle, that he was being cleared by the doctors, from his like mental health issues that he's had, obviously with the loss of John Huber. He's was ready to wrestle. He was signed off. He was ready to go, and then Vince just went, "Now we're going to end your contract." It sucks. I just think I don't know if they just banged heads over the storyline. I mean, I think, to be all honest, I think Alexa was pushed onto Bray. I don't think Bray had anything to do with Alexa being involved in the Firefly Funhouse. I think that was all Vince's idea. I think Vince has been pushing these storylines in front of Bray for a while now, and of course Bray's just like, "What? This was mine. This was my story to tell. Why is she involved? Why do we have to have this?" And yeah, you could see the latter parts of his promo work. The Firefly Funhouse became a promo rather than segments where you could pluck different things from. And we used to look forward to those early days of the Firefly stuff to get his references and stuff like that, and they just dropped, and it became a promo, and because Vince didn't give a shit about it. Letting him lose to Goldberg definitely was the point where you knew that Vince wasn't into Bray again. I see Bray coming back to WWE or going to AEW. Can't see him going anywhere else. AEW seems to always be the biggest choice because they are the biggest company outside of WWE right now. And yeah, it's sad to say that because Impact have been around longer. But sadly, with all what's happened there, they're struggling to keep people. So, people invested in their product or get the bigger audiences that they deserve. They need a better network deal is basically what I'm trying to say about Impact. I'm not dissing the company. They've got some really good talented wrestlers there, just they're not seen by everybody. Vince had the control of the Funhouse, and that's not for a long time. Harley says, "I am not. I've seen Bray. That it definitely wasn't his idea. It definitely wasn't." Dave, Bray Wyatt goes to AEW. What storylines do you think he will have in? The biggest one, and it seems to be the one what everybody seems to link, is the Dark Order. Taking the role from what John Huber had as the leader of that. I'd like to see him have a different group go up against the Dark Order. I mean, get him back with Matt Hardy. Let's get the Eaters of the World back together. And then you can have fun. You could even stick a Lance Archer into that mix. And maybe even have Abaddon as well. And she can be like Abigail, Sister Abigail. Or, obviously, I think it's now trademarked by WWE. Have her as something else. I mean, Bray's mind's just full of ideas, and I'm sure he'll come up with something great for his eventual return. Heather says Alexa is cheaper. She has a huge male fan base. Her cameos 800. She is more than wrong. Yep, that is so true. Bray on TV 14, violent, twisted, sadistic. Yeah, AEW, it would suit him to the ground, wouldn't it? The Dark Order wants Bray Wyatt, says Connor. Patrick O'Neill, shout out to you, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you over here. Bray Matt Hardy, in my opinion, was an awful team. They won the tag team championship, though. I didn't hate it. I thought they did alright. I mean, the broken stuff, unfortunately, never really worked in AEW. That's my only fear, really, is that AEW don't seem to get these characters right. Because they claim to be sports. So the entertainment side, they seem to always fall flat on the face with, because they just don't know how to do it properly. They either don't do enough, or they go way too in, and it just becomes a car crash at a stadium stampede from 2 years ago. Tell Dave what you see. Tell Dave what you see. What? Sorry, but Brody Jr. is the leader of the... Oh, yeah, -1. Yeah, it's going to be -1 against Bray. 1-on-1 for the leadership of the Dark Order. Pay-per-view match. That's their opening match for Bray in AEW. It doesn't make them... That doesn't make them an awful team. Oh, Dave, I saw NBC and Fox are unhappy with WWE. Of course, it's a draw. Of course, they would be unhappy. I think a lot of people are unhappy because it's a big reason why people are watching. There's going to be a lot of people tune off Raw tonight just because they know they're not going to see Bray. There's going to be a lot of people that will go, well, fuck that shit. I'm watching that. Because people were willing to stay up or watch the show thinking, oh, they might tease Bray this week. Oh, I wonder if Alexa mentions Bray. I wonder if this is going to happen. I see wrestling always says, are we going to get a puppet watch? Are we going to get something like that? Do you know what I mean? It's like, Also, some of the WWE network as well. Yeah, I just think a lot of people are going to switch off, and that's bad news for the network, for NBC, for Fox. To be quite honest, they're struggling with viewers. In all fairness, especially Monday Night Raw, you're taking away your draw, your big time player. If WWE right wanted Raw to get a maximum viewing, all they'd have had to have done today is dropped a tweet. Possible Bray Funhouse episode, bang. Then at least everybody would have been tuning in tonight just to see that segment. The fools, goddammit, the fools. I think the biggest problem was Matt debuted Broken Matt with no fan response. Yeah, I think the teleportation stuff as well didn't really go down too well. Not having fans and doing that character didn't quite work. Bray and Matt were fine, nothing great. Their tag team reign was a bit forgettable. Bray will go to AEW to be closer to Brody's son. Yeah, he can be close to Brody's son without going to AEW. Bray is the only reason why I was watching Raw. A lot of people are saying, I mean, to be honest, insiders especially, Jeff and Joe, the only reason why they started re-watching wrestling again was because of Bray and that horror kind of aspect. You bob into like the Abby's window, which is later on tonight. You bob into there and it's just, they'll talk about how Bray influenced them made them want to do content and made them love wrestling again, because it was a very old gimmick, but just seemed fresh for some reason. I mean, the first episode of Fun House you just didn't know what to make of it. It was you know what I mean? You just won't get that with any other wrestler now, to be honest. And you think Bray Wyatt will get back together? Possibly, if Braun goes to AEW. Patrick O'Neill says, I'm only watching Raw because of Cena. I'm only watching now because of Cena. Once he's gone, I'm going to consider not watching again. Bray was one of the main reasons why I watched WWE. Yeah, I can understand that. I think a lot of people, if he does sign for AEW, I think a lot of people will just tune out of WWE. Just because that's why they tuned in. Thought about boycotting the shows, but ain't fair on the other wrestlers who have done nothing wrong. Fair dues. Yeah, I'm gonna make that point. I mean, I know Alexa's now got the Bray gimmick. Dave, are you on the team jorts or team cargo pants or jorts? Oh, okay. Oh God, I'm on none of the teams. I'm on pure trunks, baby. Speedos all the way, pal. I was going to say, I think the backlash that Alexa's been getting is fucking ridiculous, and fans what are doing that, going attacking a young lady just over a wrestling gimmick, need to go fucking check themselves, really honestly, because she didn't make that character. She was given a role which anybody would take, given the gravitas of Bray and everything that he's done. I mean, God, any wrestler would have jumped to the chance to be the female Fiend. I'd have jumped to the chance of being the female Fiend. So, for her to get the backlash just because some idiots, that's ruined it for Bray, she's got rid of Bray. She's done fuck all, honestly. If you want to vent and send your anger, there's only one person to blame for Bray being released, and that is Vince McMahon. The jackass, the arsehole, the guy what thinks he's God. He is the only person to blame for the failure of WWE right now. And that's what's going to happen. Fans are fed up of the shit. We're fed up of watching the same matches every week. We're fed up of the same people getting pushed every goddamn week. Did you hear this, right? Karrion Kross, if Jeff Hardy was fit and didn't have COVID, was going to lose again last week. Was going to lose again. So that would have been 2 weeks on the trot where Karrion Kross would have lost to Jeff Hardy. Who's fucking booking this shit? Who is booking the show? I know he's went and beat Keith Lee, but both guys are from NXT. You're supposed to be promoting new, fresh talent on your main roster, not burying them as soon as you get a chance to. Vince needs to fuck off and retire. And I mean that in all seriousness. He needs to fuck off and retire, because he's ruining wrestling. He's going to ruin WWE. He's going to pull it to the fucking ground. Just my opinion, but I think Impact would be better. You know what, Patrick? I would love Impact to have Bray. They would have a lot more creative drive behind it. It's just a shame that they're just not big enough. I wish they were big enough to house his talent. It'd steal the show, and he would make the other wrestlers look pretty shit. I mean, I like Matt Cardona. He's done really well with winning that championship the other week, and he's doing great stuff on Twitter. But even he'd get it overcast by somebody like Bray's influence. Who would you have him feud with? Well, that's a question for you, for the chap. If it goes to Impact, who is he wrestling? Who's his main feud? Sammy Callahan? That won't last long. Sammy Callahan's not the best at the promos, so you won't get a great promo battle with that one. Because I don't Roman, I find the location. I feel like Jay Huso. Oh, we need Bray and Bo Dallas. I mean, yeah, attacking Alexa isn't right. Should anyone be surprised? Fans. Nick Khan. Yeah, he smells, doesn't it? Nick Khan, obviously. Who's he related to? Let me guess. It's not rocket science, guys. Who can we get rid of, Nick? Oh, Vince, we've got an idea for you. Your top merch seller. Bray, let's get rid of him. Do you know what? This smells of a sell. I think Vince is selling. I really do. He smells like a buyout. But who is buying? That's the biggest question. But it looks like Vince is ready to sell WWE to the highest bidder. Yeah, going back to the Cole thing, he'd better have Triple H on speed dial if he resigns and he gets pushed to the main roster. I think this is why he's not re-signing. To be fair, ever it's that there's no call up from Vince to the main roster. I do think that he's sticking away from that. I think Vince does not see what Triple H sees in him and what we see in him, which it just goes down to Vince needs to leave wrestling again. Ali, Dave, to be fair, we're gonna tell a great story. Cross was supposed to keep losing, so out comes and then starts winning. Yeah, but does Karrion really need a woman to win matches? That's basically what that's saying. Oh, without Scarlett, he can't win a match. Really? That's the story you're going with? Yeah, I don't buy into that. Lou LFC. When Vince retires, wrestling will be better. Yeah, you are correct, dude. You are absolutely correct. John Moxley versus. Yeah, that could work. Bloody Bray Wyatt in any flipping story, as long as they do the story right, I'm all for it. He looks jacked as well. He looks fit and ready to go. Does Bray? This is do drop the ball on him. Moxley isn't an impact. You're too right. Yo Pixel Play says, why do you want Vince to retire? Because the next chairman would be Roman. Make Roman lose the champion as soon as possible. Would the next chairman make Roman lose the title as soon as possible? Don't know. If Roman's viable as champ and people are buying into it, they won't just take the title off him because of a new chairman. Vince's just ideas now are old. I mean, we've been watching the same repeated shit for the last 20 years. There's nothing different in wrestling. One thing I would say about AEW, yes, they are just buying every old WWE guy going, but they seem to be just doing stuff differently, which I'm impressed with. They need to just deal with the female talent a little bit better, and they'll be a golden company for sure. Why? But it's Superman and Kryptonite, isn't it? Patrick says, I was going to say Sam Callahan if he went to Impact, but I don't think anyone else after that to feud with. Moose could be a good one. Moose, play a lot of mind games with him. He's a big dude that seems to come across. Everybody wants. I've talked to Connor before in the DMs on Twitter, and I goes, anybody what keeps saying Kenny Omega versus blah blah blah, Kenny Omega, it's like, no, I don't want to see them matches. I don't want to see Kenny Omega versus that Adam Cole. I don't want to see Kenny Omega versus Bray Wyatt. I don't want to see Kenny Omega versus anybody. I don't freaking rate the guy. I really don't. And everybody keeps going, Kenny Omega. It's like, what? Are you seeing what I'm not seeing? because he had one really good match in the Tokyo Dome against what were it, Moxley or Okada years ago. Yeah, we're talking years ago. Ever since he's been flipping an heel who cheats to win. It makes Scarlett important. Yeah, but what about the talent? What about Cross? He's the guy what's carrying the gold. So basically, we've now gone with a new female Fiend. A guy what can't win matches because his woman's not outside of him. Wow, wrestling's going bad. Bad. Quickly, we have Cody Rhodes to thank for AEW, except for the women's bad booking. That's Kenny's fault. Yeah, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks suck. Well, they suck the life out of wrestling for me. I'm not a fan of either. I don't get the hype in Kenny Omega either. Yeah, like I say, don't get it. Tried way back when the big hype train was on Kenny Omega, and I watched a few of his matches and thought, yeah, he's alright. It looked a mid-carder to me, to be honest. It didn't look like anything special. Harley says they could also make a good story out of it, like Cross feuding with someone and then someone steals Scarlett, proves that he's powerful without Scarlett. This storyline's been done before. How many times do women get kidnapped in wrestling? I don't know, this storyline, it just doesn't spark any kind of, oh, I need to see that. It does nothing. Just a good old-fashioned feud would be perfect for Caddy and Cross. You've got something I want, I'm going to bray you up. Simple. I'm exposing you, Connor. Patrick says Raw will be very interesting tonight. The crowd reaction, can't wait. Yeah, I think tonight's show is all about the crowd reaction. The matches will suck ass. There's no match on that card tonight what's going to be... yeah, well, I can't wait to see that match. No, because there's not. Will Nikki Hash face Ripley this week and lose? Because that's the story they're telling. It's sad and predictable. What match? Kenny Omega is the WWE champion. He wishes. Nah, that's old. Bray can do a Fiend-esque character again. It obviously won't be called the Fiend, but I'm sure. Oh, I heard some news today, right? Totally off topic, but I think it's interesting. CM Punk is allowed to use Cult a Halt, his song, what he used in WWE. I can't say it. That song. Here are my eyes, and you will see culture. I can't say that word. You can put it in the chat what it is, and I'll try and say it, but I can't. But yeah, he's allowed to use that song. Tony Khan has bought the rights to it. So if CM Punk wants to come back with full nostalgia, he can. Sting versus Bray. Well, it's not a match that I'm excited for. Diego C. Palace, 1861. Why 1861? Please explain that, please, bud. But Diego C. Palace, shout out to you, my friend. Always making it hard for me when I'm on my phone and I'm on days of streams and I'm trying to write your names and you've gone and put, cult of personality, that's it. Thank you, James. Yeah, superstar. Yes, he's allowed to use that song. So that's interesting because I can't imagine him coming out to any other song now, to be quite honest with you. It wouldn't get the same impact. And it's going to be in front of a large Chicago crowd as well when he returns. Yeah, it's pretty immense. Hey guys, breaking news: WWE has about 3 hours ago. Edward, but yeah, shout out to you, bud. Yeah, we've been talking about that. A deal. Shout out to you, my friend. Sting versus Fiend versus CM Punk hardcore match. God, fantasy booking already, and he's not even signed. He's not signed. He's probably got the 90-day flipping clause in his contract, so will Sting be still around? But it's nice to speculate, that's for sure. It just sucks for him. I mean, look at what he's done in WWE. I actually wrote down his achievements, Bray's achievements in WWE. Won a WWE Championship, which, yeah, he lost to Randy Orton at WrestleMania. 2 Universal Championships, but we all know what happened there. What is it confirmed about? What is this confirmed about CM Punk? What is it about CM Punk? Cult of personality. He's allowed to use it when he returns. Breaking news: WWE have released Vince McMahon. I flipping wish. God, it'd be the greatest news ever. Yeah. So, cause it has been, he has been released. Don't be surprised if Cena breaks his record. Yeah, that's true. Maybe rethinking about SummerSlam, folks. Maybe Roman does not retain. Goldberg. Oh, yeah, don't remind me. Connor, why did you just suck the life out of the chat? Yeah, we've got that tonight. Almost turned into Game of Thrones then. You're next. Gilbert. We've got Gilbert tonight, folks. That rip-off Austin 316 guy. Bray has 90 days to come up with new ideas. He's already full of them. There's already talk of the Cult of Wyndham becoming a thing now. So he's going to go full steam ahead with that gimmick. Yeah, you expect some amazing stuff. Wherever he ends up, it is going to be explosive. And it's going to be must-watch TV. So if you don't like AEW and he ends up there, you're going to start liking AEW, trust me. Dave, in real life, do you think what would happen? Because it could happen because of that. Plus, Cena's said he's stopping around a little bit after SummerSlam as well. That has been reported. So I think he's stopping around until the Madison Square Garden show. So yeah, so anything could happen. Goldberg, this is literally his last fight of this year. So yeah, he's not winning. He's not beating Bobby at all. So we might get Cena beating Bray, beating Roman, but we're not getting Goldberg winning. I mean, you're not getting a 5-star classic. You're not even getting a 1-minute match. It'll be over in seconds because Goldberg can't freaking wrestle. Another reason why Bray sustained WWE is because he has unfinished business with the company and his revenge. Yeah, it's funny that he sent that circle to the insiders, which he hasn't finished that circle. He hasn't even finished the original circle, so he's going to have to start a new circle. And who's going to be in that circle? Who's he feud? Who does he have an issue with in AEW? The only person I can think of is John Moxley. And that's it, because of the Shield versus the Wyatt family. Does he go after Jericho? Could. Was there anything between them? I think it's very limited after that, though, to be honest. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how his story of the Fiend happens over there. they've got to sign Braun. No, they've got to sign Braun. They've got to sign Rowan. And we get the Wyatt family back against the Dark Order. So who else is on Raw card tonight? Same matches as last week. From what I know, what's been confirmed is Riddle versus Omos. And Goldberg's going to be on. They're the only two things that I've seen announced so far. If anybody else knows of any other matches, please pop them into the chat. Much appreciated. Gregor John. Is it Greg? Gregor. Gregor John, shout out to you. Anyway, how are you doing, bud? I hope you are well. Yeah, we are talking everything Bray Wyatt. Put in the chat, what was your favourite Bray Wyatt moment? What was the one thing what connected you to Bray? Was it before the Fiend showed up? Was it after? What was the point where you thought, hey, Bray's this amazing talent? Matt Hardy, he was tag team partners with Matt Hardy. Yeah, they could go down that road. So there are about 3 wrestlers what he's could have possible feuds with. Rest is new territory, in all honesty. Now you're asking me what my favourite moment is, and I've asked you. Cool. I will tell you. The introduction of the Fiend. I'll make no secret of that. I wasn't going to watch that episode of Raw because it was pre-taped. I was just going to miss it because I thought all the spoilers were out already, so I weren't going to bother. And then I saw this clip video from Wrestling Days. It's on his channel. Go check it out. And he's literally just back in the arena. He's just walked out of the arena from the wrestling, and he's just stood in like a foyer, and he's like, "You're not gonna believe what I have just seen." It's literally one of the best things I'd ever seen ever, and it was like, I need to watch this now. I need to legit see this video now. And yeah, I stopped up, even though Days wasn't streaming, because obviously he was at the event, so he wasn't going to do the live stream. Obviously couldn't because he was in an hotel room as well. He did like a little intro thing at the beginning, but then he had to peter off. Plus he was doing the SmackDown taping the next day. Yes, that's by far, seeing the Fiend's debut, that was amazing. Best moment ever. We've got Nikki Ash versus Charlotte in a no holds barred match. Oh God, that's going to be amazing. Favourite moment ever was when he won the WWE title. It was long overdue. I was just so happy to see him finally win the title. Austin, you're doing a day stream. Austin, you doing the day stream later? Nikki versus Charlotte in no holds barred, just for that. The Firefly Funhouse. That did, when it debuted, pretty awesome. That first episode was mind-blowing, but we didn't see it here in the UK. In fact, actually I was working, so I didn't actually watch the first episode. I saw it on YouTube after seeing everybody rave about this thing, what had happened. Days didn't see it live because obviously here in the UK we went to an advert. It beat either Sky, I think at the time, blanked it out. So we didn't get to watch the legit first episode live. We had to wait until YouTube put it on. But it was great. It was well worth the wait. My favourite Bray Wyatt moment is SummerSlam 2019. Fiend's first match. The build-up, the entrance, the match, everything was just perfect. It just felt like a new Undertaker. Yeah, it took like a year to get to the ring, didn't it? That lantern. Seeing that lantern for the first time. Wow. Yeah, we have Nikki Cross versus Charlotte. I actually like the Balor got some offense in because he won if he's a professional wrestler for his like over 2 decades. It makes Fiend immortal, which is good. Sorry, as awesome as the Fiend was, I preferred the Wyatt family, Wyatt's versus the Shield. Yeah, no problem with that. I think the Fiend character just brought in certain fans which weren't there before, which just changed it. It just made something so simple. This seemed fresh, and it was just that what attracted people. I did like. I'm just gonna put some light on. I did like the Wyatt family as well. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. Yeah, I'm just distracting, and I've just knocked my camera over. I disappeared for a minute. I'm back. Chaos. There we go. We have got some light. Now I'm extremely bright. Dim that down a bit if I can. Right, there we go. There we are, we're back. Chaos. Where has the puppets gone? Oh, they'll be on eBay. Be set on eBay. Oh, they'll be all gone now, won't they? All the puppets. My favourite theme moment was none. Wasn't a fan of him. But I was a fan of Bray. Well, Bray moment. Bray moment doesn't have to be Fiend. I did state Bray Wyatt moment. What is your favourite Bray moment then? Edward. Bray still needs to win a Rumble and main event WrestleMania. Yeah, 2K22. That's the only way he's going to win a Rumble and WrestleMania match now. Randy cursed everyone. The contract killer. We've just had a massive thunderstorm earlier. You know what, James? It looks kind of orange outside, so we are going to get one too. Right, so fun fact, right? You see, like the posters in the background? Legit, this is the corner where the figures usually are. I have done a bit of rearranging. House is getting a little bit of an overhaul. Obviously, we'll be having my daughter a lot more here in the future, so a lot of things are changing. So these posters are not staying up on the wall. Probably the last time you see them. So yeah, lots of things are changing in the background. Probably used the green screen a little bit more if I can learn how to do it on the streams. Sure, well, just made that nearly fall over. Harley says it's just me, or doesn't Alexa keep staring into Austin's? that Alexa there on my wall, she's staring into your soul right now. That Alexa, and you've got right. Let's do that. We've got the Fiend. There he is, hiding behind back of me. I'll let him in. He didn't have anywhere to go. Tell it to trust in Days, Triple T, not my favourite Bray Wyatt moment was when John Cena was singing, got the whole world in his pants. Cool. And creepy all at the same time, Edward. You could talk about football if you want as well. Yeah, Veron signing from Man United. Great signing. Be interesting to see his partnership with Maguire going forward, so that'd be interesting. Rest in peace posters. Yes, the posters are gone. The background is going to be boring and plain, I'm sorry, but it's just, the posters have to go. Dave in real life has to grow up in real life. He can't have posters on the wall. Bray and Cena feud was great, especially the moment with the kids surrounding me. Yeah, that little kid, that creepy kid, what was singing the song. Yeah, that was super. Eek. He got the whole world in his hands. Classic. Bray signed a contract with Days Room. Yes, that's it. He has. Official. Signed him yesterday. Vince phoned me up. I've got this wrestler who I've got to get rid of. Yeah, it's called Bray. Are you interested? Here you go, you can have him. There you go. It was straight, that's how it was said. No, I shed a whole lot in my pedals. In his pants. Pedals. So, anyone else think Raw rating will be an all-time low tonight? Yes. No. I don't know now. Because a lot of people might just tune in to see the fans' reaction. And then tune out. So, like the first 10 minutes of Raw will get a maximum view level. And then it'll just taper off because the first match will be some flipping Viking Raiders versus, I don't know, Chinchilla the Chimp or something. Yeah, you can see that Days will not be excited about tonight. It'll just start as the show starts, and it'll be like, here's some wrestling. Hero! Newcastle are the best. At what, Connor? Best at what? Please respond. We would Punk versus Bray. You could get Punk versus Bray. We'll get Daniel Bryan versus Bray yet again. Yay! More of that, please. Why are you having a Funhouse Bray humping the Fiend? It does look like that, doesn't it? And he's got a smile on his face. It should be Vince, shouldn't it? It should be Vince there. If you're unhappy about it, I can move it. But I think it's kind of cool. Shafting himself. It does look like that though, doesn't it? I can assure you there's no bottom half of Bray. Losing. Apology days, Dave. I am cooking. And in 1861, the sky blue and white half of my shirt, based on the colours and designs worn by the best club from Crystal Palace Club, the Cricketers in 60. Right, okay, cool. Thank you for right, I get it now. So yeah, Crystal Palace, yeah. Cool, nice one. Understood loud and clear. You know what? I was under the impression, this is like barmy, I just thought that was your full name. Yeah, it's called Diego C. Palace. It's like, not that it were like, I didn't read it as Crystal Palace. That is strange. But yeah, shout out to you, bud. It's just dawned on me that that's what it was. Duh. It should be me, Days, honestly. Days look so cute. Oh yes, I've seen the shaved Days. As if I hadn't seen it before. Yeah, he's had a shave, hasn't he? It does look a lot neater now. Looks less like a hobo and more like a presenter of a sports channel. Can't wait for the football season to begin. Yeah. Still not sure if I'm doing the Community Shield on Saturday or not. Still up in the air. Don't know if I'm doing that, but we are definitely doing the Wednesday game, which is a week of Wednesday, Chelsea versus Villarreal. We are covering that on this channel. That's going to be my first game of the season. To be quite honest with you, football games in the new season are just going to be few and far between. It's just going to be whenever there's a good match on, I'll stream. It's as simple as that. No requests because I won't be able to do them. So it'll be whatever game's on and I'm available to stream. That's the deal. Where's Dave sleeping? Yes, he will be. He'll be fast asleep. He has done 2 streams today. Or 1. To you guys in America, 1 was yesterday. But yeah, 2 streams, which were about 6 hours each. So yeah, he'll be getting the rest. Ready for a long ass stream tonight because he won't only be doing a 3-hour Raw. He'll be then going straight into the Olympics afterwards. He's just got all cleaned up for appointments and the meeting. A friend we know. It was a date. What? Days on a date. He's not seen daylight for 12 months. And he's going on a date. Date with his doctor. Prostrate exam. Oh, his probably mother days has just been chasing him around the house with the scissors. You're gonna get snipped, boy. She's like was there. He woke up and there was Mama Days with the shears ready to go, like out of a horror movie. It sucked what's happened to Bray. To be honest, Vince. From even the Husky Harris days, unfortunately never really truly got behind Bray and the character that he was trying to portray. I do love the fact that as the cult leader, he managed to get these like quotes in what would be used for the Firefly Funhouse later. How he's interwove that and knowing that there was an end goal eventually is amazing, because these out of like nowhere sayings, for them to be like the titles of the Firefly Funhouse, just genius. Who else thinks like that? Well, I've got a promo, gonna throw this in. It'll make no sense, but it will make sense later down the line. I mean, surely to God that he's said, add the words with Vince, let me say it because it's going to make sense later. Because Vince just thought, oh God, I got another Ultimate Warrior on my case. Who is this guy? On a date with his mum, lol. It's with Alexa. Gone on a date with Alexa. Even that is got a date with Triple T. Austin should go meet Days. Austin meets Days every night in his dreams. I met him last night, Gregor. I was his date. Fun fact, Bray doesn't need a script. Everything he says in his promo is from him and from his head. Amazing. How was the date? How was the date? Is that everybody's asking Austin how the date was? Austin now officially cannot sit down. That's how the date went. He's got himself a cushion to sit on. It's a very special cushion. Dave, can you moan for Austin? Can I moan for Austin? No, because he'd screenshot it and make a meme out of it, like he said yesterday. I don't want that. I legit don't want memes of me because they look horrible. I don't want to turn on my Twitter and oh God, that's on my face. It's my flipping face. Yeah, that's your lot. That's all you're getting. Always put a smile on his face. You think about our bananas. I love my bum. Yep, my bum hurts. It went hard and fast. God, yeah, always the tone of this channel. It's Bray appreciation, and we're talking about Austin's bum hurting and him liking it. Isn't it the way? Isn't it the way? Dave, when Vince is gone from the WWE chairman, who do you think will take over? I'd love to think that it would be Triple H. I'd love to think that. But it all depends on who buys it out. I mean, there was rumours long ago that like a company like Disney were looking into it. Fox have been looking into it, and they've got a partnership, I think, with Disney. So it all depends if what happens in that nature. But I'd like to think Triple H would take over. I'd think he'd do a fantastic job. He's done a fantastic job with NXT. Since Vince got involved in NXT, that's where it started to fall down a bit. But before Vince stuck his nose in, NXT was the best product in WWE by a country mile. Austin, was he watching BBC? Oh, what does that even mean? It's just a TV channel here in the UK, and you guys from America smut it up. And I don't even know what it means in America. You tell me in the chat, what does it mean? I don't care, I'll pop and say it. Oh my god, Austin live on Daze's channel. Was live on Daze's channel. Austin was the banana. It would be Shane. He's the oldest. Shane's no interest. Shane's no interest in owning WWE. He's nah. It won't go to Shane. It's not like the Queen. It's not like the royal family. It doesn't go down to the next family member. No, it doesn't work like that. No, Connor, we promised to keep that tape to ourselves. Connor, go look on Pornhub. I'm sure it's on. Austin always puts his videos on Pornhub. Austin was good with Days. Haha, big banana. Definitely I went to heaven. Gregor says, did Days shave his chest, Austin? God, this is now turned into Days chat. I don't call him Big D for nothing. Oi, can I have your attention, please? If you want to talk about Days as Big D, go on his channel. Talk about his D on there. This is my channel, bitches. Listen to me. Let's cut out all the Days talk. I'll end the stream. Yeah, I'm ending the stream. Yeah. You're talking about Days. I'm not talking about me. You'll be talking about me. Okay, so right, we've got Bray out in the wilderness. What is the dream match for Bray Wyatt? Now that he's out of WWE, any promotion, ROH, NWA, AEW, New Japan, which one? Which star is the must Bray Wyatt match? Let's have your comment in the chat. BBC's Big Black Cockerel. Big Black Cockerel. Something I like to enjoy on a day. I know what BBC means, Big Black. I am keeping it 12 plus. Let's talk more about me and Days' date night. No. No and no. We've already talked enough. Okay, guys, we get back to Bray and WWE. Yes, Ever. Listen to Ever, everybody. Listen to Righty now. She's telling you to stop the schmut. She's telling you, let's get back to Bray and WWE. No more talk about BBCs, bananas, days. Oh, God, all of them things in one sentence. This chair is rated R. It always goes that way, Connor. Gregor. Always goes that way. I think an AEW Dream match should be against Omega. Why Omega, Dylan? Why? What makes Omega so good? That's what I want to know. That's a separate question. Why is Omega? Why him? Why not Connor? Why not Cody? Why not Hangman Page? Why not Miro? I mean, why not Sammy Guevara? Why not MJF? Why has it always got to be Kenny Omega? Why? Why him? Answer the question, boy. Dylan, why Kenny Omega? Bray Archer for me. That should be interesting. Similar. Kind of wild characters. I like that idea. I think Archer works. Dave is jealous he's just not getting Days of Banana. Typical. I've got my own banana and it's nice. How big is it? Austria. How big is it? Austria. I think you mean Austin. Austria? How big is it in Austria? Okay. Days has a used beaver. I'm sure he doesn't. Connor watched Bray Wyatt versus me too. Don't know why he wanted. Big. It's going to be our big secret. Yeah, why? This is a question. Why does everybody pick Kenny Omega? Why? Why is he the person to go for? Abaddon. Fiend versus Abaddon. Could be interesting. Dave, what about this dream? Yeah, it is. Shush, Austin, you want Corbin versus Bray. Oh yeah, come on, Austin, I have not asked you about this. What did you think about SmackDown? About Corbin trying to sign the contract? What was your reaction when Cena absolutely owned his ass? It's like, really, Corbin was going to sign that contract. I bet you were like, oh, Corbin's going to sign. Yeah, duh. I bet you were like, God, that sounded sexual as well. Dave, what do you about AEW Dream Match Brave versus Orange Cassidy? The Fiend versus Orange Cassidy. Oh, how would the Fiend deal with Orange Cassidy? Yeah, that's interesting. How would the Fiend deal with that character? That could be interesting. I'm intrigued. Where are you from, Dave? I am from Yorkshire, but I'm from a little town called Castleford in West Yorkshire. That's where I'm from. The UK, baby. Yeah, I'm Dan. With flat cap and whippet. That's where I'm from. Emmerdale land. If you want to know where Castleford is, I'm next door to Leeds. Yeah, so yeah, I'm from Yorkshire. Where's the bloody Yorkshire? Where Cena will kill Corbin. Facts. I never thought Corbin was ever going to sign. He should have though, because all we know, he was the last person to pin. Yeah, I bet you said that as well. But he was the last person to pin Roman Reigns, so it makes sense, guys. Oh God, I called it before. I think Carly had messaged me. Oh no, it was Edward. It was Edward what messaged me, and he goes, "Oh, they're really gonna admit if Cena don't show up, I'm gonna riot or something daft like that." And it was like, "Come on, mate, storytelling. Of course, Cena's gonna stop these guys from signing. It's bloody obvious." I like the fact they threw in Corbin. It just added that little bit of something different. But then you just knew Cena was coming. What about Darby Allin versus Bray? You know what? Yeah, Fiend versus Darby Allin. Interesting. How many coffin drops can he do to pin the Fiend? Yeah, it'd be interesting. I like them kind of matches. You know, throw in somebody what's a little bit more hardcore, a bit more, jumpy, not bothered about crashing through stuff. Be interesting dynamic and see what the Fiend come throwing through next. Bray versus Sting. I wished that Sting could go. Really, I don't really want old man Sting versus Bray. It'd be crap. I want Sting in his prime. Sting in his prime, yeah, I'd sign me up. But Sting now, nah, he could kick some punches. Boring. Diago says, I do feel Bray was unfairly treated whilst being in WWE, should be have won against Cena at WrestleMania. Everybody said that. Yeah, the fans were with Bray that day, and they gave the win to Cena, which is pretty much what they always seem to do. Bray not having that success at WrestleMania seems to be the thing what's defined his career. Right, well, he technically won the cinematic match 2 years ago, so technically that counts, but not a proper one-on-one match. But sorry, my nose is just running, so apologies. The only thing we do in the house today is literally set off all my allergies and stuff, which is not cool. What about Ric Flair versus Sting? Will Ric Flair sign for AEW? Is he going to be all elite? Ric Flair just needs to retire now with dignity and not go back to any wrestling companies. That's what Ric Flair needs to do. Edward Brown says, Dave, in real life, God, I'm saying my own flipping name. You think Cena has never beaten Roman one-on-one, they would put the win on Cena? Quite possibly. I'd be interested if they let Cena take the record. I can see it happening. Just Vince being a dick, basically. It's all it is. It's like, well, we've just released you now. We're going to have one of our stars take your title. I think stuff is there to rewrite. So yeah, it's John Cena. Then who knows? Roman Reigns might, if he stays around long enough, could do the same to Cena. I don't know. But yeah, quite possibly. How old is Ric Flair? How many O's is in Woo? Woo! That's how old Ric Flair is. And the fact that he goes up to space and mountain should. Another match I think for Fiend is versus Moxley. Yeah, Moxley's the one what I'd think he'd go for straight away. There's obviously the connection between the Wyatts and the Shield, so that kind of makes sense. There is history there, so yeah, I would agree with that. Bray Wyatt was treated good, but at the same time was mistreated. They gave Bray the gold, but he never held it long enough. I was just a transitional champ for someone else. It was always second fiddle. I thought his second title reign was quite long. They let him create his own belt, which is fantastic. Not many wrestlers get that privilege, especially the belt what they made, which was a really expensive belt to buy. They did push a lot of merch on him. There was a lot of stuff thrown into the Bray character, without shadow of a doubt. The Saudi Arabia thing, if that match wouldn't have been in Saudi Arabia, Bray wins. But it's Saudi Arabia, money talks. The Sheiks wanted bloody Goldberg to win. They weren't behind the Fiend character as much as we would like to think they was. They didn't like it. They weren't bothered. They wanted the old guy. They wanted the old guys to win. Yeah, that's how they worked it. So that's what happened there. You'd think Bray got buried. No, it was just money talks. The Sheiks wanted Goldberg to win. That was it. David Hall, shout out to you. Is day streaming? Yes, at 1 o'clock UK time, I believe. Straight as Raw starts. David Hall says, "Hi Dave, I've just here speak for everyone else. Thank you, Bray Wyatt. Fuck you, Vince McMahon." Yep, you were fucking right to say that, dude. We've been screaming that since the stream started. I can't see Bray Wyatt going after a babyface. Imagine Bray will be a face if he goes to AEW, given as much support as he has. I don't think he will see a Fiend character for a long time. I think we get like a fun-esque Bray character, like a Firefly Funhouse. It won't be a Firefly Funhouse. It'll be Crazy House or something daft like that. You know, they'll change it. Britt Baker had the waiting room, so these segments can work in AEW. So I can see him doing something similar to that. I think he comes back doing them kind of videos again, like he did back in 2019. I hope he does. I want to see more. This Cult of Wyndham thing has got me intrigued. I can't wait to see what they come up with. Him and Carl Scarborough and the guys what make the masks and stuff. Tom Savini. Can't wait to see what these guys come up with next. What about the Fiend versus who's that? Aldis. You mean Nick Aldis? Brown, Edward, let me know. You mean Nick Aldis? Because I don't know who that is otherwise. Yes. You think how they took it from him, Dave? It's what I mean by his second fiddle. Vince didn't care to give it to Goldberg because he was thinking of Roman. Yeah, but Roman was that was going to be the match. Roman versus Bray. Roman even cut a promo before the match saying he wanted to face Bray. So it just got changed on its whim. What about the Fiend versus Abyss? Who's Abyss? Who's Abyss? Abyss. Is that meant to be Abyss? Abyss. Alright. I didn't even know who Abyss was. I was like thinking, I don't know what Abyss. I know Edward has problems spelling, which is fine. I'm dyslexic too, so I totally understand. But I didn't know where he was going with the thing. Fortunate thing with Abyss, he works for WWE. He's in WWE's creative, so no, he doesn't wrestle for any other company, so it sadly will not happen. But if you're talking about the past Abyss from TNA, then fair enough. So you mean Abyss? So the character Abyss from TNA, that could work if that character was still around. Saudi wanted Goldberg to win, so Goldberg was job. Issue for them, still not right though. Yeah, Saudi Arabia wanted him to win. They wanted the old stars. God, when it was pitched to him that WWE was wrestling in Saudi Arabia the first time. They wanted Earthquake, they wanted Yokozuna, they wanted Andre the Giant. Yeah, they're all dead. Yeah, they wanted all these stars, and like Vince was like, all well and good, but unless you want coffee matches, it's not going to happen. Yeah, Saudi Arabia just wanted all these old stars from the 80s, what they grew up watching. Yeah, sadly, half of them are dead. That's why we had Ric Flair and that Hogan tag match thing, what happened that year. Garbage. AEW have the Yes Movement fans, CM Punk fans, probably some of the Bray Wyatt fans. Congratulations, Vince. You've just made Tony Khan. Oh God. God, imagine if they got the Sasha stands as well. Ah. And the Alexa stands. Ah. All the stands. They've got all the stands. Mick Foley versus Fiend. Ooh. Fiend attacked Mick Foley. That's how he got to use the mandible claw. I wanted Ultimate Warrior 2. Oh, they wanted Ultimate Warrior 2. Yeah, they did. Oh, they're crazy. It just proves that Saudi Arabia were just watching old WWE thinking, yeah, get that Iron Sheik. Let's get Owen Hart. Did you hear? I heard something about AEW getting the rights to something to do with Owen Hart in a plan to do an Owen Hart tribute show. Imagine AEW doing something that WWE wished they could do. Mind blown. Was Cain Velasquez only in the WWE for one match? Technically, yes. Same with Fury, Tyson Fury. They basically was there for one pay-per-view. Cain Velasquez, surprisingly enough, had signed a contract and was meant to have wrestled more than that one time. But sadly, COVID and shit happened, and Cain Velasquez got released in the first wave of Black Wednesday, which was two years ago now. When Drake Maverick got released. Yeah, so did Cain Velasquez. So he really didn't make any impact on the TV shows at all, which is a shame, because he's legit the only person to cut and beat Brock Lesnar in a real fight. Yes. So yeah, it's just weird. It is weird to think that we won't have Bray on WWE TV anymore, and we're just gonna have Alexa and Lily in its place. Can't imagine a world where that should be a thing. Can you just imagine? Just checking my phone, seeing if anything good. What do you think of the theory of Randy Orton cursing everybody? What's your thoughts on that? Frank Mir, yeah, of course he did as well, but Cain Velasquez did. Where do you want Bray to go next? Where do I want him to go next? Ooh, yeah. Like I've said earlier, I think AEW might be the wrong move right now. I just don't think their creative team could work with him properly. I mean, they're not sports entertainment. That's the only thing that I can think of. Impact would be a place where it'd work for him. Just think he's too big. The best place for him to go, and it won't happen, would be New Japan. It would be New Japan. They like the quirky kaijin stories, so he'd work as like a kaijin kind of character, going over there being scary and shit. They'd love it, and it'd work for their promotion. But Bray's got a young family. He's not going to go to Japan and wrestle. So realistically, you're just running down the options, and the only really big company is AEW. I think he takes a hiatus. I don't think we see him for a year. I think he just takes a break and really works on a new character. We know he's got the 90 days, but I think it's going to take more than the 90 days for this new character to set off, because he's got to scrap the old Fiend look. He can't copy that anymore. He can't even resemble even an inch of the Fiend. Or WWE just go, copyright. So we're getting an all fresh new character. Everything fresh, everything new. If he's going to have puppets, they're all going to be new puppets. And they won't be his past characters because they're all WWE. Pizza is my Popeye the Sailor Spinach. You get superpower from your pizza there, David Hall. So shout out to you. Did you see Chris Jericho hardcore match with the pizza cutter? Yeah, what did you think about that? Yeah, everybody went flipping mental over the fact that Domino's Pizza stopped sponsoring flipping Dynamite just because of the pizza cutter, and he thought it was hilarious. Get over yourselves. I mean, yeah, a bit tasteless using a pizza cutter, but Domino's Pizza could work with that. Yeah, it can cut through anything, even a wrestler's head. Fiend loving Bray there, Austin. Vince McMahon got jealous because Bray Wyatt's crave is outshined his. Yeah, of course he did. Bray is just a genius, very creative. He's brought two characters which really transcended with the fans. We had cult leader Bray, which everybody loved and got behind because his promo work was exceptional. Then next level was the Funhouse. Vince just didn't like the fact that it was Bray, so he gave it to the glamour model behind me, Alexa Bliss, because it was cheaper. Sam, aka Other Mother, shout out to you. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you are well. Hope you're better than the last time we spoke. I think it was last Sunday when you were feeling a little bit groggy. Hope you're better from that. Let me know. Austin says, no, please don't take a year off. Miss him too much? Okay, understand if he needs time off, but it'll suck seeing him after so long. Yeah, he's got the 90 days clause. I just think he's got a character to rewrite, which sucks for him. I'm sure he's got stuff in the pipeline ready to go, but it's just the little niggles where he's got the character. If it comes across so similar to what he's already been doing, it is just copyright. But I'm sure Tony Khan will pay all the bills. Thing is, Malachi Black is already doing a silly, killer, spooky character on AEW. You can't have two. They've got 3 Jungle Boys. They've got a bloody dinosaur guy, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt, or whatever he is. So they're doing a big... Whoop. Camera went dropping. We had an explosion, guys. Oop. We're alright, we're safe. Everybody okay? Did you survive that? Earthquake! That was an amazing match. Do you think we would be hard for AEW Ring of Honor to sign Bray? He said AEW negotiations. AEW and Ring of Honor are two smaller promotions. They're just not big enough to sign Bray, unfortunately. I would love to see it. NWA, ROH would have the smallest budgets. Don't think NWA or ROH could afford him. Yeah, exactly, Heather. I agree with Heather. Yeah, just think the budget is just not big enough for somebody like Bray. I'd love to see it happen. I think NWA certainly could do a good job. ROH, they're not that kind of promotion. I don't think they really go out with that kind of character, in all honesty. I've never seen such kind of character before over there. I mean, yeah, imagine that as a dream match then. Danhausen versus The Fiend. Whew. Now sign me up for that. The promo work would be amazing. I'm all for that. If you want to see a real funny pizza order comedy, check out Skeletor ordering a pizza on YouTube. It is fucking tight laughing. David, I'll shout to you. Skeletor. Oh, you need to watch. Oh, talking about Skeletor. Right, they've got a comedian here in the UK. He's called Keith Lemon or Keith Francis, whichever you want to call him. He does this Come Dine With Me E-Man special with Adam from Eternia, and he invites Skeletor to the house, and there's other guests there. It is funny as shit. Go look at that on YouTube. You will laugh your shit off. It is so funny. Yeah, so it's Keith Lemon. Come Dine With Me E-Man. Yes, you should be able to find it. Darby's a dark character too. Yes, he is. Haha, camera fell. Botch! It was a botch. He botched it. Nia Jax walked into the room. What can I say? You know what she's like. Flipping clumsy shit that she is. Nia, to stop it. I keep telling her. Yeah, Dave, but I don't count Marco Stunt as part of it. I don't even think AEW know he's even wrestling for him. It's just like this kid. God, there's somebody skidding outside my house. It was really erratic. So I thought my TV. I'll make it noise then. Back fucking power cut. Oh, you had a power cut, James. Wow. Jesus Christ. I hope that's don't come my way. Don't come my way, Weather. Stay away. I thought you'd disappeared, bud. Still, he has still way more creative than Vince Edward. Oh yes, sign me up for that too. Danhausen would be epic. Yeah, of course, that is the way forward. I like Danhausen. He's really good. He's really funny. Like his toy hunts. Have you ever seen his toy hunt videos? Go check them out there. It's like trying to sell his action figure or his comic book, and it's like, what can you give me for these? It's so funny. It's really good. I like the quirkiness of his character. Vince would never sign him as well because he's too small. Good figure. Well, Bray hasn't had a better career than Vince. Because if you think of it, who's the billionaire? Vince is not a billionaire. He's a millionaire, what could be a billionaire. Vince is not counted as a billionaire. Get me wrong, I'm grateful for Vince for what he's given us. He gave us WrestleMania, he's given us wrestling. I hate the fact they give us Hulk Hogan. Because I can't stick Hulk Hogan. But, you know, yeah, he gave the platform for the wrestlers, but his old style now, it's old, it's done. Wrestling needs fresh, needs a new outlook. I'm not saying that AEW are doing the right thing either. I'm not saying NWA are doing the right thing. I'm not saying ROH are doing the right thing. I'm not even saying Impact are doing the right thing. Wrestling needs a refresh. It needs to sort itself out, especially WWE. how many rematches will you see tonight? I want you to do that. I want you to get a notepad. Just check for yourself how many fucking rematches are on Raw tonight. Then have a read after what you've watched and go, oh, okay. Why have you disappeared? Yeah, that's why I disappeared out of nowhere. Vince is a billionaire, I'm sure. He's a millionaire who wanted to be a billionaire, who could be a billionaire. Ah, man. The guy he got a load of money for Peacock. He's trying to push that shit onto us here in the UK as well. Boycott Peacock, guys. We don't want it. Well, Darby Allin is dark in the sense that he is a devil-may-care daredevil character who has no regard for his own life. Pretty much. Darby Allin's Daredevil. Marvel's Daredevil is Darby Allin. We've made the connection. Okay, forgive me then, Austin, says Sam. From Google, it says... yeah, in fact, Forbes listed him as a billionaire in 21. Alright, Edward, okay, he's a billionaire now. Who cares? Vince has ruined wrestling. Vince, any kind of success Vince has had is nicked from everybody else. Got to remember as well how much we credit Vince for a lot of stuff. He did pinch from lower promotions back in the day. He basically tried to single-handedly destroy the NWA and all the little promotions around the US. I mean, yes, there's not many promotions left in the US, but back in the day, every state of America had a wrestling promotion, had the wrestling on the TV screen for everybody to enjoy, and at a extremely low cost. And now you're paying flipping, God, loads of money just to watch WWE. Hope Peacock messes up for you guys. Thanks, Austin, you git. I'm not reading the rest of your comment now for that. Piss off. But that was the case when its stocks rendered. You know what? Vince made a ton of shit money, right, out of not touring. The budget cut thing is a load of bullshit. They made £1 billion out of Peacock. So he's a budget cut. Who's the fucking kidding? We're not thick. They've made fucking profit like fuck last year during the pandemic. They were quids in. The thing is, they're balancing the books. They're balancing the books. It wouldn't surprise me if they're selling. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They're getting rid of all the big paid stars. Braun with that bloody amazing wage packet that he had. Yeah, they're just getting rid of people. And now all of a sudden you see the expose thing about him saying that he didn't care about the competition. It's like, well, I'm not worried about losing stars. Let them have them. They need them. We don't care about the competition. You watch. And now all of a sudden we're getting a supposed extra hour on SmackDown. Dave in Triggered Life. God, you've never seen me triggered. That is just Dave in Angry Life. Triggered Life. God, stream over. Because their laptop would be over, it'd be down on the floor, broken. Bray with Vince. Lol. Remove Bray with Vince. Sam, you've been okay, you're quiet all day. Remove the Fiend with me. Remove Funhouse Bray with Days. Yeah, it's just madness. It's amazing how much topic of conversation you can get out of what happened on Saturday. It's just, I think it's just boiled people's piss for no good reason. I don't know why Vince has thought this was a clever move to make. Oh, I know what I'll do today. I'll just anger all the fans. Yay! Dave, do you think Vince McMahon's decision to release all his talent WWE wrestlers will come back and bite him on his ass, on his grapefruit? This time, yes. This time, yes. He famously did it before, and it worked. Let's talk about the screw job. When Bret Hart signed for WCW, Vince knew what he was doing. That's why he sold out Bret before letting everybody know that Bret had took the deal. That's why he screwed him over at Survivor Series. Bret was spent force by the time he got to WCW. Vince knew that. He knew it already. He knew that no matter what talent went over there, the company was not the right place. I mean, the fact that WCW didn't even know what to do with Bret Hart once he got there, it stands to reason. It's like they didn't know what to do, and then they put him in a match with flipping Botchberg, and then Botchberg concussed Bret, kicked him in the head. Starcade 2000. Go watch the footage of Goldberg botching like an arsehole. Bret screwed Bret. Shut up, Austin. Austin screwed Austin. Austin broke his own neck because he fucked up that move with Owen Hart. I'm only kidding. I like Austin. I don't know why you don't like Bret Hart. That just seems lame to me, Austin. Lame. I feel sorry for Riddle. Why do you feel sorry for Riddle? What's Riddle? What do you feel sorry for Riddle for? Riddle's fine. Why is everybody feel sorry for Riddle? Why? I would have talked to you, James, but type in my sleep yet. You doing a stream? You doing a stream? Am I doing a stream? I'm doing a stream right now, Greg and John. Doing a stream right now. Got a bundle pack, Empower and NWA. Cool. Need to know what matches are on that. I know Camille is wrestling. Should be interesting. Nah, they screwed Austin. Now my bum hurts. You're teaming up with Randy. For teaming up with Randy? Well, what's that got to do with anything? The curse only, it doesn't work that way. Oh no, in fact, anybody actually noticed that the Orton hasn't been on TV for a while? He's flipping cursed himself. He looked in the mirror. James, you streaming NW? Oh, right, you're on about James. James won't stream. Insiders will be streaming that, I would have thought, would they? Would insiders stream NWA? I know Days was thinking about it if it's a day where there's nothing happening. Dave, do you see Finn having a match at SummerSlam? Do I see him having a match at SummerSlam? Corbin. Yeah, I think it's nailed on. I think they set it up. I think that's why Corbin run to the ring, stopped Finn. Finn's gonna get pissed at Corbin on Friday. It's gonna be Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Definitely. Why would I be streaming? Oh, God, if I could, I would. I'd do it, but I'm sure there's many people who will be streaming that. Be right back, guys. My laptop is messing up on me. Shout out to whoever James would be swearing every second minute. Be welcome to the fucking streamers, fucking NWA, fucking Empower. These fucking women are fucking awesome. These are fucking excellent. Fuckity fuck diddy fuck. That was an awesome fucking power slam. Finn Balor, yeah, of course. It's gonna be Corbin versus Finn Balor. I can see it now. There's no other reason why you'd have Corbin come down. It's just cost. Balor signing the contract. It's not Cena what's cost him. It's fucking Corbin. Balor's alright. It's cool. When you doing a when am I doing a WWE pay-per-view watch along? I don't know. I if I do a watch along for WWE, it's usually a retro one. Basically, I don't really like doing the live stream ones because, fun fact, it's early AM in the morning here in the UK, and I have neighbours. I don't think they'd appreciate me screaming and shouting at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's why I tend not to do it. If I had a place where I had no neighbours, I would definitely do it, but it's not viable for me, and I can't do every pay-per-view anyway because of my work commitments. So yeah, it's just these streams are better for me because they're more chilled. Football streams in the future as well, obviously. I do want to introduce film stuff to the channel because I love film. So at Halloween I'm going to do some horror film specials. So if you want to know a bit more about horror films, then I'll gladly do that. Let me know in the chat if you'd like different kind of content on the channel other than football, other than wrestling, because I'd like to do movie stuff. Very keen on doing movie stuff, watch-alongs and stuff like that. Yeah, very, very keen on that. So let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. Yeah. Austin. Dave would fall asleep. Yeah, I'll be. It's only because I've been watching flipping Raw or something. It'd be like, what happened? No, I mean SummerSlam 2016 or something like that. Yeah, retro watch-alongs are fine. Plan to do retro watch-alongs in the future anyway. Fun fact, this stream, we are live again on Sunday. We are doing a pop quiz. We are doing a wrestling quiz again. It's going to be mainly gimmicks, because I like that, and theme tunes again. Roughly Attitude Era theme tunes. We're not going too far back. But does it mean they're not going to be obscure? So get you ready. So when Sunday, 8 PM UK time, 3 Eastern, quiz night, day, whatever. My stream would be swearing then asleep stream. A quiz, that would be a quiz night. I would like, quiz night on Sunday. We are doing a quiz night again. People always like them. I like doing them. No main questions this time. It is going to be basically gimmicks and theme tunes because I just love it. Let's do a horror movie watch along. Yeah, that's cool. What kind of horror movie though? Which one? I'm a massive Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I could talk your head off on that. I don't even need to watch the film. Stream Hocus Pocus. That's not a horror film, Sam. But it's scary enough. Bette Midler's scary. Austin, remember the last quiz night? Yeah. Everybody was doing well until the theme song started. No, it's got too far back. I want to watch BBC watch along. You want a BBC watch along? Just join Daisy's Olympic streams. Porn watch along. Yeah, porn watch along. It's just basically what Greg has just asked for. Friday on SmackDown, John Cena signed his career death certificate. We're all shitting ourselves. Lol. Men's to be exact. Or Candyman watch. A Candyman watch along. I love Candyman. Not the new one, the old one. Yeah, oh, you mean... Yes, is it Tony Todd? Tony Todd? Yeah, we could do that. Candyman's cool. Exorcist, Candyman, The Shining would be an interesting one. Yeah. Well, I'll have to do a poll. But definitely Sunday, we are definitely looking at a quiz. A quiz. Alright, let's watch men's porn. No. No. We'll watch transgender porn. What am I watching? Is it a guy? Is it a girl? Ah! Why am I turned on? You know what everyone wants. Barbie girl. The Conjuring. Yeah, that's cool. Could do The Conjuring. Because it's based on a true story. Yeah, the Candyman reboot is gonna suck. Yeah, the Candyman reboot. No, don't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole. Don't even bother with reboots. Nah, stick to the originals, man. Yeah, the original's better. A hell of a lot better. If it's a horror movie watch along, I'll be washing my hair that night. Oh, come on, James. We'll find you the softer alternative version. Everybody's watching Exorcist. James is watching the Spice Girls movie. Most remakes do. Yeah, remakes suck. Can't remember a really good remake. That's a question for you guys. What in your opinion is a good remake? Let me know. Because I can't recall a really good remake. Michael Bay destroyed Nightmare on Elm Street. 2010 Nightmare on Elm Street sucks ass. Because it tried to just be Nightmare on Elm Street and it didn't work. Are you turned on or turned off? Quote from Take Me Out. No likey, no lighty. Dave, let's watch Filthy Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. That's not even filthy though. It's not even dirty. It's crap. It is the most boringest fucking film ever made. I've watched it, I've seen it. It's crap. It's crap. It's not even worth watching. Don't know why anybody goes on about 50 Shades of Grey. It's shit. You know a lot of what will exist. No, you lot watch The Exorcist. I'll watch porn. Dave, you should stream Hot Dogs the movie. What is Hot Dogs the movie? What is Hot Dogs the movie? Explain. Gregor John, this is your time to explain what Hot Dog the movie is. Should be a horror movie because I creep people out. Jeepers Creepers, that's you, Austin 316. Jeepers Creepers. David All says you want to know what's scary. A woman walking towards you in a white dress carrying flowers saying, I do that. Oh god. Worst day of your life. Dun, 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 dun. That's the theme tune. There's the vicar. And there she's coming down with the veil over her face. Ah, nightmare. Dave just thought of what you can watch. I've seen Two Girls, One Cup. That is sick. Annabelle. Annabelle's. Yeah. Let's watch The Nun. We're watching The Nun. Nah. Godzilla reboots were decent, even though the Americans don't know how to make a kaijin movies. Yeah, the Godzilla movie. They couldn't use the proper design for the Godzilla, so they made them change it, and that's how we got that god awful monster. They got close to it with Godzilla King of the Monsters. It started to look a little bit more like Godzilla in design. But yeah, they did not a patch on the original stuff. I think the closest we've got to the Americans getting a kaiju movie right is the Pacific Rim movies. I think they're the closest. First Jeepers Creepers was the first and last I went to the cinema. I love Jeepers Creepers. I thought that was a good film. Second and third Jeepers Creepers were shit. Remake Karate Kid. Ooh, really, Edward? Really? I thought that was shite. I can't stand Jaden's the kid, Will Smith's kid. Is it Jaden Smith? Yeah, I thought it was a poor attempt. Jackie Chan, I just didn't get the story. Just thought it lacked any kind of character that the original Karate Kid had. I mean, the original Karate Kid, you got Cobra Kai out of that, so yeah, it's just no. Two Girls with One Cup. I don't think I want to. Yeah. Do you like chocolate ice cream, Austin? Believe me, after 10 minutes, you will not like chocolate ice cream ever again. Or you'll just not trust chocolate ice cream. Let's just put it that way. iFlyer, shout out to you, my friend. How are you doing? Might go onto Twitter and send James lots of scary movie pictures. Do it, Sam. Do it. Do it. We'll all do it. We're all going to send scary pictures to James. Coaster Maniac, shout out to you, my friend. Welcome, as always. Nice to see you here. Yeah, it's very much a Bray orientated stream, as you know. His releases literally rocked the world of wrestling, so I just thought we'd do an appreciation stream. We've kind of gone off topic quite a lot. We're now talking about Two Birds and One Cup. We're talking about The Exorcist. We're talking about horror films. That always happens. iFly says, Austin, some say Two Girls, One Cup hospitalises you in a porn coma for weeks after watching it. Just never be. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. It's been a while. It's been a long time since we spoke. But cool. How you doing, Coaster? I hope you are well. Hope you are well. I think Batesy keeps dropping into the chats now and again. It's nice, good to see you. The remake of Rocky, technically, aka Creed. Creed's good, but it's not a remake. I wouldn't count that as a remake. It's a rehash. It's a retelling of a different kind of story, so it's not technically a remake. So I see an insider's got a mention in Miscellaneous video. Yeah, cool. Insiders have done really well getting a response from Bray. The only response, I believe, so far. They did really well, and they do right to milk the moment. Did Bray have anything to do with porn? Yeah, he might not, but heard that Mercy was definitely into porn. He was a dirty bird. Dirty bird! You fucking blocked me, James. You keep... it will keep you awake tonight, James. Let's watch Two Bird, One Cup. Watch along. Venom Ninja, shout out to you, my friend. No, because I strongly advise nobody watches that film. I only managed about a couple of minutes, And yes, it was, yeah, you don't want to. Trust me. Did really well on my Summon Slam video. I thought I planned a huge Fiend return, but a day later, man, sucks, dude. It does suck. Everybody's just was looking forward to him coming back at some stage. It's meant to be tonight, I think. Well, there's certainly dates in August was definitely mentioned. This just sucks. This sucks that it's been taken away from us. Kind of saying hi to everybody. Nowadays, Vince McMahon can't find talent if he can't find talent if he used a bat signal. He's still going after the same mould. Big at the R, the younger the R. Female wise, blonde hair, big tits. That is pretty much his standard. Did you vomit from watching? I didn't give it a chance to let me vomit, if I'm all honest. Dave condemned swearing on his channel but showing porn. Yay! Yeah, I'll show porn anytime. But you're not allowed to swear. The remake, The Sudden Death with Van Damme, the remake with Michael J. White, is called Welcome to Sudden Death. Not seen it. I've seen Sudden Death, thought that were a pretty decent film. Ed was just firing in all these reboots. I'm trying to think. Right, it's technically not a reboot, but it is. Right, Hit. The movie Hit. It was a TV movie. They turned it into a successful film movie. That, to me, is a reboot. And I like the new version better than the old version. So there you go. I think if you agree with me, that is my pick. Well, I'm definitely not watching that. Thanks for telling me what it's about. Which bit? What? Two birds in one cup. There's a lot of poop in a scoop in a cup, and it's blue. A remake of Mean Machine, Longest Yard. Believe it or not. Yes, I do know that Mean Machine was The Longest Yard. They actually did a remake to The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. The UK version is not bad. It's not the greatest. They did like Jason Statham as the psycho goalkeeper. That was pretty cool. Oh, Spurs have fined Kane for not showing up for training. Wow. Has he gone AWOL? God, interesting. Is it City, innit? It's gone to City. It's gone to wrong ground. The remake of Liverpool with Klopp as manager. yeah, that's so true. There's been many remakes of Liverpool over the years. The Klopp one is the most successful one. I think Alexa Poser is enough porn for Austin's young eyes. She does look rather seductive, doesn't she? There's a better one behind me. Do you want to see? There. You can't get enough of Alexa. Look at that. You got the twisted one, the normal one. But then if you look, there's the true babe, right there. Apart from my bald head. In fact, there's another Alexa poster there as well. Think somebody's got a crush on Alexa. But yeah, there's the Bailey. The Bailey, and then, oh god, here's for Austin. There is the Wrestling Days thing. Oh, remember her? Who's Lacey Evans? And then we've got, behind me is the Fiend. The Fiend, who we're all talking about today. So there you go. Take a good long look at the posters, because that's the last time you're seeing them. Just fuck off, James Chadwick. You know what I'm referring to. So best laugh. Oh, I hate Bird. Bird turd. I think Alexa poses enough porn. Venom Ninja says, have you heard? Is going to be an Iron Man 4. Yes, it's yeah, it's not going to be Robert Downey Jr. though. Fun fact. I think it's about his daughter. I think. The remake of the John Wayne film True Grit is good. It's called Tire Grit. Tire Grit. Alexa. Watch it, James. Oh, Black, yeah. Wrestling Days gets a shout out. Yeah, in Days' stream, he's got a poster of me behind him, and he's gonna go like, hey. Good boy. Booing Liverpool, come on. Because she signed for Ron and flipping Sancho. But he couldn't even lace his Van Dijk's boots. No, Dick Van Dyke's boots for that matter. Austin, you love too, but Austin loves Three Guys, One Cup. Now that is an Austin movie. Three Guys, One Cup, starring Austin 316, Wrestling Days, and Triple T. You thought the girls do dirty. This is the dirtiest filth you'll ever see on your TV screens. Eva says, oh, they had better not make an Iron Man 4. No Robert Downey Jr. No Iron Man. Yeah, they're going to, I think. It is. I kind of heard something. Any good remakes that you have seen? Yeah, I told you one. It. Go watch It. Yeah, the one with Pennywise the Clown. Watch that. That's a good remake. What's another one? Oh, let me think. I am going to think about really good remakes, and I'll come back to you. Actor Tony Stark, aka Robert Downey Hunter Jr. Confirmed. Hunter. Any good remakes? I've just read that. Marvel is the best. Shout out to you. You know I'm only messing about Liverpool. Yes, I know. That's why I told you to fuck off, James Chadwick. Because I know you can take it, boy. I know you can take it. Give me that right now. What, that porno? Three Guys, One Cup. Mattel have to scrap the burnt feed that were due to release. I don't know. They might go ahead with it still because Braun got released and they still released his figure. Chelsea Green got released. They still released her figure. If it's in the pipeline and it's made, they'll just go ahead with it. Alistair Black got his figure out, even though he went to AEW. Yeah, I don't think there's any problem with that. Dave, Austin 3, Men 1 Cup. Me, I ain't shitting in no cup. You can forget that shite. Sancho would be Virgil van Dijk's back pocket. Fat Varane will be left back in the dressing room. Lol. Only defending that he would do. Headwood. I mean, I'm confident and I'm happy that you've put that in the chat, but yeah, let's not bury ourselves before we start the season, eh? Got scared watching it. Wait, wonder if I'm scared of clowns. Could be Venom Ninja. Could be. I'd prefer the original. The sink scene was with all the spiders nightmare. Tim Curry was scary as heck. Yeah, I like Tim Curry in the original. Don't get me wrong. I thought his performance was flipping excellent. But it's the second part of that original what sucked ass. You know, when they're all adults. And it's John by Walton. Stupid John Boy Walton is the stuttering guy, and then you've got this big flipping spider which they all just kick the shit out of. It was an uninspiring ending. I thought the ending to It, the movie, the part 2 was a bit more CGI, blah blah blah, but at least it was a little bit more of an ending, more of a showing up for Hit. So yeah, I do like Tim Curry though. He's one of my favourite actors from that era. Definitely really good Pennywise, but I do like the child actors in the film version. Only messing bud, 3 guys, 1 girl, and they will do with that girl. Ooh, that's everybody's dream. I put a tenner on United winning the league. Bye bye, tenner. Say goodbye to your tenner. Bye, tenner. Bye. It's the last you'll ever see of it. If it's not Liverpool, it's definitely Man City what's winning the league if they sign Harry Kane. Salah will run donuts around Veron. Will Ferrell played a horror movie that would make horror movies not horror movie? Yes. Dave, do you think RK Bro AJ almost tag team type happening at SummerSlam? Yeah, possibly. I think they are leaning to that if Randy Orton comes back. Don't know where Randy Orton is. He's supposed to show up tonight apparently. Let's wait and see if there's an RKO out of nowhere and then somebody gets canned with the contract. Breaking news, Newcastle win the league. Shush, James. Dave, I'm terrified of spiders. I can't handle that stuff. Do not watch Arachnophobia or Hate-Legged Freaks. Stay away from them movies ever. Stay away from them movies. Oh God, Spider-Man must be a flipping nightmare for you ever. Spider-Man. It's actually a man spider, Spider-Man. Scariest movie ever forever, right, is Spider-Man. Or if you say his name together, it's Spiderman. Spiderman, Spiderman. He's called Spiderman. Okay, that was just lame. No, James Chadwick, I think we need to sign a striker first. I think of Pornhub premium subscription is about £10. £10 could gone on. Yeah, no, James gets all that porn for free. He knows a good site. Oh, but we get our game, bro. Yeah, we probably will do. What horror movie do you hate the most? Just wondering. Yes, James Chadwick. Which is the worst horror film you've ever seen? Which one is the really scariest one? We want to see what the scariest horror film is. Yay! Actually, I watched both of them. Not smart. Actually, Spider-Man is my favourite superhero. Makes no sense, I know. Scared of spiders, but there's an actual Spider-Man. You know what, sorry, it's Tobey Maguire or that bloody other bloke, and then there's Tom Holland. He's all 3 of them. They should make a movie called Speedo Man. A superhero what wears speedos. What's his superpower? What is Speedo Man's superpower? I don't know how many people can geek out at horror movies like they do, but to be fair, I buy plastic wrestlers. It's geeking out's geeking out. I have no problem with people geeking out. I geek out all the time. It's cool. I want to go to Comic Cons. I want to. Tom Holland is hot. You pedo, Connor. You're a pedo. Ain't Tom Holland like a boy? It's not even at puberty yet. You're like a pedo. It's like liking Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown. You can't like her. She's too young. She's a child. Freaking sailor from the Lord of the Rings. I don't need a giant spider in front. Oh God, you'd hate Harry Potter then, and that spider in Harry Potter. I think it's the second one, Chamber of Secrets, with a big giant spider. Ooh, scary. Oh, I'll take Goddess Alexa Bliss over Fiend Alexa any day. Yeah, you've got it. You got it. It's this one. Yeah, what? Why am I pointing wrong? That one. You'd have that one, and not. Well, I can't even do it now because it's that way. So you'd have that one there. I've got to look. Look what I'm doing. That's just rude. Shouldn't do that. That's disrespectful to women. I would. This superhero is just to be hot and make my dreams happy. Guys, like it'd be like Nikki Ash. Nikki Ash. My striker wish list would be United is Kane or Lewandowski. I don't even know what striker I run out Liverpool. Jamie Vardy would be interesting. Dave, in a real opinion, what striker do you want to see at Liverpool and why? I'm only 20. Dewdrop, Millie Dewdrop Brown. Millie, Bobby, whatever. Okay, I will answer that. I'm just thinking. Vardy would be interesting, a little bit too old though. Mbappe. There you go. He's young. He's probably one of the best strikers in the world. And he's young. And he's just not affordable. But yeah, fantasy booking, I'd pick Mbappe. Honestly, my favourite horror movie are the old black and white Universal horrors. Dracula. Oh, you love the Hammer horrors? You're a big Hammer horror fan? Yeah, Wolfman and Dracula. They want to bite your neck. Ha ha ha. Yeah, the old Peter Cushings. The old, the Van Helsing. Yes, classics. I never disrespect women. James Chadwick, I say we will have a better chance of winning the league if you play Martial over Cavani. I don't know. Martial's, they always seem to play him on the wing. Why you point out the tits? Why you point out the tits? What are you referring to? What tits? My tits? Why are you pointing out my tits? Cavani is world class striker. Just wished he was younger. Yes. How old is Tom Holland? I have no idea, to be honest. I would have thought he's very early 20s. He looks really young. No, he was doing movies in his teens. You know what? We haven't Googled. Let's Google search it. Can't believe how dark it is outside already. We are going to be wrapping up this stream in a little while because I said so. Yeah, we're going to go to half past, and then it is lights out. People, lights out. Just when you thought you got a good stream going. Tom Holland. Oh, he's got a girlfriend. So he's old enough to have a girlfriend. Riff Thing, a shout out to you. Bud, nice to see you. Are you sad about 5 from WWE? Tom Holland is 25 years old, by the way. Fun facts. Wikipedia told me he's 25 years old. Pissed off is more than, I think, what is the censors from everybody? We're just more pissed off that Vince doesn't see the value in Bray like everybody else does. Uh, Fiend was a character that literally brought a lot of people back into wrestling, especially of my age. Gimmick wrestling is how I started watching wrestling back in the day, and it was just nice to see a well thought out character, real good character development. So for Vince just to throw it under a bus like he has done, yeah, pretty, it just boils your piss basically. Yeah, so that's how we think. Rith thing, that's what we think. But shout out to you, buddy. The horror movie Hatchet with Victor Crawley was very scary because he ripped open woman's jaw with his bare hands and took a axe and sliced an old man's shoulder. James Chadwick, shout out to you. I just did it myself. 25. Yeah, I've not seen the Hatchet, but I've seen enough clips to know that it's badass. Actually, Dave, I really owed black and white horror. Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff as Frankenstein. You're even going further back than the Hammers. You're like Nosferatu then. Nosferatu. That's a really old horror film. Sorry I left. Who has a girlfriend? Tom Holland has a girlfriend. Dave, how old is your sister's? My sister. Why am I seeing sister? My eyesight's gone. How is your daughter doing? Yeah, she's fine, but funeral went okay on Thursday. Yeah, I've not really touched on this since then. Yeah, the funeral went okay on Thursday. I spent nearly all day with her, which was really nice. Yeah, obviously she was a bit upset, but she was stronger than what I thought she was going to be. She didn't get overly upset. Spent a lot of time with me, just chilling while everybody else was in the garden chatting and stuff. So yeah, she's really fine. Yes, she's great. Hopefully seeing her on Saturday. So yeah, give her cuddles. I'm literally rechanging my house right now. I want to get it decorated. I want to get it looking nice for her when she finally starts coming and stopping over. So yeah, that's why the figures have disappeared, why the posters are going to disappear. Yeah, the house is going to my living room's going to turn back into a living room basically, instead of a toy shop. Riff King said, should Batista sign with AEW as a on-screen personality after he gets his WWE Hall of Fame induction? I think if his movie career is done, because obviously there's probably Guardians of the Galaxy coming up soon. I think if he's not busy with that kind of stuff, then yeah, possibly. I don't know what value we could add to AEW, if I'm being all honest. There's quite a lot of stars. There's a lot of ex-WWE stars in AEW right now. I don't think over excessive ex-WWE guys is the way forward for AEW. I really think that they should be focusing more on MJF, more on Sammy Guevara, more on Jungle Boy. These are your future. These guys are going to make you fucking money. AEW need to get on that straight away. Stop putting the faith in the older stars. CM Punk's going to be alright for a couple of years. Daniel Bryan the same. But your Jungle Boys, your MJFs, your Sammy Guevara's, your Darby Allins, they're going to be around for another 10 years. Make them your fucking main priority. Push them to the top of your roster. Make them your new fucking stars. Use the old ones to make them great. Don't make your old ones great. They've got their legacies. They've done what they can. Got to get the kids, the younger guys, up. The Bar City Boys, them. All the younger talent, top flight. the Acclaimed need to be pushed up now. Because they're the future of AEW, and that's where their success will live. Yes, the old black and whites from the 1940s, Ammers. Yeah, the Ammers, rest in peace, Christopher Lee. Yes. The kids are very resilient. Yes, they are. Yeah, she feels that she got a telescope bought for her the other day. She's literally named a star in her mother's honour, which I think is really cute. But yeah, I'm trying to get albums and stuff ready for her now, so she can look at the old wedding photographs and stuff like that. So yeah, we're trying to do little bits for her. So speaking of Frankenstein, remember Mummy's TV show, Monsters TV show, and they had a pet dragon. What they kept under the stairs? Yeah, they did, didn't they? That's cool. Good memory. Shout out to you, David Orr. Until they stopped getting BBC on my cable, haven't seen any of the 13th Doctor. They've gone all LGBT blipping thingy on it, haven't they? I don't like it. The new Doctor's going to be the lead singer of what's the name again? Years and Years. It's a British gay guy. I don't know if you guys in America have ever heard of Years and Years, or as our mate Days would say, Yars and Yars. Yars and Yars. But Years and Years. AEW should have signed Bray, and that is don't sign anyone. AEW should just sign Bray. That's if they don't sign anyone. Yeah. Rob Zombie making a monster movie. Is he? Oh, Rob Zombie will just screw it up. I love Doctor Who. Doctor Who is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I've not bought into the new one. I stopped watching. I watched the first season. It's not that it's a female Doctor, don't get me wrong. Don't mind a female Doctor. It's that she spends half the time going, oh, do I even like this? It's the full season of that. It's just boring. It just does me treeing. Can't wait for the battle of the mic between MJF and CM Punk. Yes, that'll be cool. Yeah, that'd be really good. Two really good promo guys. Yeah, this is what I mean. I just want the future of AEW. Big Swole, the future of AEW, future women's champion. Do you agree? In time, yes. They need to push the lesser talent. There's Big Swole. There's what's her name? Red Violet. Yeah, she needs to be pushed. There's so many. The female talent in AEW is actually amazing. When you watch Dark Evolution, basically it's amazing that they don't use them often. One match a week on Dynamite is just not enough. It's not enough. Come on, AEW, get you starving your fans of female matches. Who's doing to be the next Doctor? I've just said he's the lead singer of Years and Years. I don't know his name. He's a young lad. He's real life he's gay. I don't know if he'll pay a gay Doctor, but everything's got to be gay now. Everything's got to be gay now. Look at E-Man. Teela has to be LGBT kind of S character. And she took over because that's how it works these days. Yeah, anything that was good in the 80s, got to flip reverse it, put women in the role and make them lesbians. That's how you make money these days in Hollywood. Yeah, fuck anybody's bloody childhood. Yeah, we'll just shit on it. We'll take all the old characters and make them gay. Instead of creating new ones, which would make more sense. Stopped being BBC on my cable, sounds like something else. Yeah, I know the third Doctor is PC. Yeah, personally, I still miss 12/9. Christopher Eccleston is my Doctor. Christopher Eccleston did a really good job. His job was just basically bringing it back to the norm. He's bringing it back up to speed, getting fans back in. That's what his job was. Shame he didn't last for longer than the season that he did. David Tennant, best Doctor ever. I really enjoyed him as the Doctor. He's just so fun. Matt Smith did okay. Wasn't too stuck on what's his face? The Scottish guy. Or non-Scottish guy. I forgot his name at the minute. But yeah. You watched it. He-Man reboot sucked. No, I didn't watch it actually. I've not watched an episode. I've seen YouTubers talk about it, and it sucks. I can't. No, they screwed it up. They screwed it up. They promised you He-Man, and they killed him. Spoilers. They kill him in first episode, then they bring him back as Adam, and then they kill him again. They kill him again. And they make fucking Skeletor the master of the universe. They're spoilers. You don't need to watch the cartoon now, guys. Don't bother spending money on Netflix. They just don't even bother. Dave, when Bianca versus Sasha happens at SummerSlam, do you expect Bianca to retain? Oh, it's a good question. I have to watch the build. In all honesty, how they build it up. Bianca, I don't know. Depends on the build. If Sasha goes into it strong, then Bianca Belair is winning. But you can really tell with the build. Who stands tall before the event is usually the person what doesn't win. Fun fact. Who is everyone's favourite Doctor Who character? A lot of people are American, so a lot of them don't really know Doctor Who. But interesting, who have you got, guys? We know Heather likes Christopher Eccleston. Mine's David Tennant. Connor, who's yours? Connor, who is yours? Reginald is great, I love him. I can't stick him. It's just a flippy doodah guy from Cirque du Soleil. He's not even relevant. It's not relevant to me. He just flips around. Nah. I've seen it all before. So, nah. Yeah, I can do a bit of flippy doodahs. Whippy doo. Fun fact. Ricochet can do that. Wonder where Mel and Awesome Kong have been. Oh, Awesome Kong. I think she's retired now. I'm not sure about Mel. Love Peter Capaldi as 12. My second favourite. You like Peter Capaldi? I wasn't stuck on him. I liked his companion. The Impossible Girl, was she? Was that the name? Yeah, I liked his companion. The first one, not the LGBT whatever character what they threw in with. David Tennant or Matt Smith. See wrestling. As just said, I've slept. You're still going. Yeah, we're hardcore over here. We still just stream. Chat keeps going. I keep going. Voice keeps going. Yeah, we just love Bray that much that we're now talking about Doctor Who. Yeah, we've moved so many different topics. We still keep going back to Bray. It's a Bray appreciation. We love Bray. Couldn't care less about Doctor Who. It's shit. Words of Wisdom by James the Gilligaff Chadwick. My favourite villains are the Daleks. Exterminate. Weeping Angels. They've got to be my new fave. Yeah, you blink and they kill you. Yeah, the Weeping Angels are mine. Connor says it. He likes the Weeping Angel. Don't blink. Yeah, they are cool. They're super scary as well. What's next? Are they going to make Snow White a guy and have him bump Prince Charming and run off with the wicked stepmother? It's already been made, hasn't it? It's already out. It's already been done. Whatever next? Transformers turned into dildos. Who knew? I hate Doctor Who, says Edward Brown. Ultimate favourite though, and we're going back, is Peter Davison. Peter Davison. Before there was David Tennant, there was Peter Davison. Was my numero uno. He was the one I was watching as a child. I can't stand Star Wars or Star Trek either. You're blocked. James Chadwick, you're blocked. We are no longer friends. You leave your friendship card at the door and make your way patiently out. Boo. Guy's a United fan and he hates fucking Star Wars and Star Trek. It just gets worse and worse. James only watches old-fashioned things. James only watches porn. That's what James only watches. He only watches porn and wrestling. God, wait till he discovers wrestling porn. Jesus Christ, we've lost James. He's now in a wrestling porn coma. I keep talking into my mic. I'd rather watch Only Fools and Horses. That's my United's training ground, right? Sorry, Dave, I was glad when they got rid of Clara. She said, "Oh, you're what? You're what? You're fired." Clara was great. I didn't like the black glass. Thought that was just forced. I don't like things that are forced. Oh, right, we've got a new character. And she's a lesbian. Yeah, she sucked. She lasted a season, and no wonder, because it's crap. The storylines got crap. People just lost interest. Yeah, I just don't want to get behind that stuff. You can have your gayish characters, fine. Captain Jack was gay, or bi, or whatever. He got past alright. Captain Jack Harkness. I hate Star... Oh, Edward. Man, what is wrong with it? There's so many people hating on Star Wars. Right, I can get the new stuff. Right, you're hating on the prequels. Fine. Hate away. You're hating on the flipping sequels. Fine. Hate away. But touch the originals. You heard me. That's New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. You touch them. I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. You've been warned. I am sending round Chewbacca some bloody Jawas. And we're going to cause some havoc in your own town. I'm going to drop some Klingons in your bathroom as well, for good measure. Edward's ate everything and everyone. Well, Venom Ninja Gyro, yes. What? What? Star Trek? You can't eat Star Trek. You can't eat Star Wars. I'm going into full nerd meltdown here. Cancel this down. Because I'm sure a lot of you really want to carry on the fun. Insiders are doing a stream in exactly 20 minutes time, so if you want to still talk about Bray, then head over to them. I am going to bid you adieu and call it a night, because I want some supper before the raw thing starts. Plus, I need to get some rest and have a pee. You have a pee. You know me. Need a pee. You're forgetting my name, so you know I don't give a fuck. Thanks for the stream, Dave. Cheers to you, Dylan. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Wait, 10 more minutes. No more minutes. We're closing up now. Lastly, not Bobby, but lastly, I want to say a big shout out to Bray Wyatt. It's unfair what has happened to him. Hope that wherever he goes, that he can bring the magic that he's brought to all of his arts with the Fiend. Whether it went sour at the end, it doesn't really matter. It's still one of the best stories in the last last couple of years. It's one of the most creative talents that WWE have ever had on the roster. I hope wherever he goes, they use him correctly, and we get that magic what we had when he first started. So yes, this has been the Bray Wyatt appreciation stream. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you all support Bray in your own little ways. Create YouTube videos like me, or like C Wrestling. Go join the insiders and give them support and shit. I might pop in there later. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Don't get angry. Don't take it out on Alexa. She's not creative. She hasn't done this. Do support Bray. Let him know you love him and that you want to see him back in the wrestling ring as soon as possible. Whether it be AEW, whichever promotion he ends up going to, it's probably going to be AEW. But anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You have all been awesome. Yes, you. Remember to let him in. Keep him in your hearts. And yeah, shout out to Sam, James, Connor, yes Connor, Venom Ninja, Dylan, Austin316, James, I probably said your name twice, David All. How many guys here cheat on their wives with leave that to the chat. Diego C. Palace, shout out to you. Yeah, we all love Bray, and that's why we're here. Join me again on Sunday for the quiz, which 8 PM UK time, 3 PM Eastern. So join me for that. Bye for now, guys. See ya. Ooh.